Alrighty guys, good morning. Happy fucking Thursday. Hope you guys are having a wonderful morning so far, guys. Tonight we're going to be doing more Marvel Rivals. Good. Good morning, guys. Not many other things we can play right now, so it's just Marvel Rivals, guys, even though I'd like to play something else at this point, mainly due to the DDA and EOM in the game. Yeah. Just the way it goes, I suppose. I'll still continue to point it out, and probably means we're just going to be playing more quick play instead of comp, because comp is rigged as quick play is. So, yeah, sad way. Like, we had literally, yesterday, guys, we literally had a, what was it, 36 kill game? 31 killing blows. We had a game with 31 killing blows in it, guys. Probably one of my highest I've ever achieved. And then later on, we had a game with DDA in it. And I got 3. And I started playing Captain America. It was very clearly going to be a loss. You literally couldn't do damage to people. It is a night and day difference. Because depending on which character you're playing, you aren't going to be able to really do much of anything. It's about 50% damage reduction, and as such, you can't make up for that, especially on assassin characters. You're just going to lose. There's other characters you can play to potentially help negate or mitigate. That's the word I'm looking for. Help mitigate the damage reduction. But at the end of the day, you're still going to lose. You most likely lose, and it's going to be painful. And like I said, this game doesn't need it, guys. I don't know why they put it in it, but this game 100% is DDA and EOM in it. It very much does. And there's other cases. This is the most glaring example of where DDA was on. Was this game right here, where I started playing Captain America. It's pretty clear early on. I think at point 1 on that map, in which basically I couldn't do anything. And this is basically when I turned DDA on, is after this game right here. See our nice MVP streak going on here, guys, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, this guy's doing a little bit too good, and then I even quit out of this game, because this was basically this game. Quit out of this game, because it definitely felt like something was fucked up, and it was. Depending on the game was turning on or off, or just on throughout the entire match. This one, if I remember right, yesterday, it turned off in the last, when they got to the bend on this map. It's the one that goes through the city area. And got to the bend at the end there, and it turned off because it's chunking people on Captain America at the end. But at that point, it's too late, and I obviously didn't try to start overtime, so I just let it lose. Because why would I fucking play that? That's like, it is, they're trying so hard to engineer matches and literally just ruin the fun, like strip the fun out of the game. And they're treating it, like whoever's doing this is treating it like a mobile game and thinking people won't notice. And I guess, for right now, people don't notice, is actually kind of the way it's working right now. People don't actually notice that this is in the game. They've noticed EOM, which is still kind of like a conspiracy theory in the Marvel Rivals community, but they haven't really noticed DDA. They've noticed that something weird's going on, because they'll talk about their no-regs, or how they aren't doing damage to characters, or why stuff's not dying. But they generally won't actually, like, they aren't putting 2 and 2 together with DDA, because DDA as a concept it's so fucked up that it's pretty hard to even understand that a game would actually rob you of your autonomy and make it so basically the other team is going to win, simply to fulfill basically engagement metrics, I guess is what you'd call them. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. Fulfill engagement metrics. What's your engagement score? It's pretty easy to tell in that match, though, that things were very much rigged. Sadly. So, I guess we'll take things as they go, guys. But, yeah, like, if there's another game to stream right now, I'd most definitely stream something else, but there really isn't. So, like, we have an option outside of this of Overwatch 2, which I've played. It's not even, like I mentioned before, it's not even that Overwatch 2 is a bad game. It's just I've played so much of it, and this game has so many characters that I actually like, but it's so rigged. The game is so incredibly rigged, it makes it, like, if you actually realize what's going on, it makes it unfun to play, and you can't dodge the matches either. It just, you used to be able to. Back when it first started happening, I could leave the matches and I wouldn't get them again. But if you dodge it, you just get in another one now. I guess they figured out that people were leaving the matches, so they had to make sure you suffer. They have to make sure you suffer properly, in addition to obviously getting a 5-minute timeout if you leave matches too often. So, you must suffer, guys. That's the way it works. It just makes it, which is why we just play Captain America and run around and wait for the match to be over. Just a wait to lose is what it comes down to. Because there's no way of actually winning. Some of the matches like that last one are just like, this one is so egregiously horrible that it wasn't even, like, you can't get any fun out of it. It just doesn't happen that way. Like, I had multiple cases where I was literally just poking. I remember at the beginning of this match, with the Punisher, he walked down in front of me in a doorway. I was just sitting there shooting, and I was plugging him in the back of the head and right-clicking through him, and he had enough time to turn around, look at me, and then go get a med kit before basically I died. His teammates showed up to save him. It was fucking crazy. Stormy couldn't do it either. Like, just like, the weird thing was, like, it's not even stuff where I'm getting outplayed either. Like, it's not even remotely close. Like, you just sit there plugging people on the side, and they just can ignore you because the game's playing for them. And then they turn and look at you, and they're like, oh, you're over there, I'll kill you, and then they get you good, right? I'll show you. Like, just, it is aggravating beyond a doubt. But, what else do we play? Overwatch, there's Apex, there's Fortnite. Apex is ruined by cheating and controller players, and Fortnite is also just fucking, like, I played a shitload of Fortnite back when, back before it became common knowledge that ping would give you a big advantage in that game, and it does in terms of building, but now no build's a thing, so, I don't know, like, Fortnite's always been fucking weird. I don't know why it feels like something. I wouldn't never want to go back to it. I'm not exactly sure why. Obviously, Counter-Strike games are off the table because I played a boatload of that when I was younger. And they just don't have enough going on in them, like Valorant, for instance. But, enough of the bitching, guys. Let's actually play some games. Crazy. Like, you can literally see when it started turning on. Right there. Crazy, crazy world. Don't go there, guys. He wants your money, your social security number, your mother's maiden name. Gone. I would have never expected a highly competitive first-person shooter to have DDA in it. Like, not even on the radar. Like, I knew about it from, when it was trending for FIFA. Way back in the day, but, like, yeah. Well, nothing new in terms of the pyramid tubes, guys. Not a peep out of Egypt. Not a singular peep out of Egypt. You think this would be kind of a big deal over there, right? Maybe they're figuring out how to approach it. Kind of seems like this point. I was watching a video from, what's his name? There's a guy that interviewed another guy that basically did a bunch of archaeology work there, kind of off the radar. What is his name? I keep thinking Greer. It's not the guy from UAPs, though. Lazarus was his name? There's like a 3-part series on YouTube, 4-part series. A lot of interesting stuff in there. But it actually seems a whole lot like the Egypt government actually knows what's going on there already. And my guess is, like, then it comes down to what's the motivation where they wouldn't tell people, right? And my guess is they have their own UAP reversal program going on there. So, yeah. Why would you make public something you might be able to exploit? Well, besides obviously improving humanity, but, you know, no one really cares about that, right?
Demons, yokai, and villains. They all fall by my blade, just the same.
30 seconds before you attack.
Who'd want to make humanity a better place, guys?
Step aside.
Reality is ending, yet you remain calm and serene. How?
I have peered into the infinite void. There is nothing to fear.
If only we all could find such peace in the face of potential annihilation.
You shall see enough. One way.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Help get that vehicle to its destination.
It's always nice to be back on Earth. Even when it's cold.
Step aside.
Quantum magic.
That's better. This will do nicely. I don't give up so easily.
Very weird.
Step aside. What a difference.
Thanks for the upgrade.
Jesus Christ, where the fuck are my shots going? Make it upstairs. Dude, my shots are so delayed.
Your day ends.
Double KO. That's 3.
What a difference.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
You're mine.
What? Okay. I just got headshot by something. Morning, Zug. I sub, I don't do a follow for a follow, because you're just going to come back and unfollow me next day, so. Appreciate it, though.
I am ready to put on a show.
Second chances.
Thanks for your interest for a message. But he said it doesn't really help you if people aren't watching your account and they follow you anyways, so. Follows don't really mean anything.
Step aside.
Did a lot of damage. Warren Doc.
Look out behind you.
I think there is maybe like, it's actually kind of weird how follow for follow is actually kind of making a comeback, or maybe it's just younger streamers. It obviously doesn't matter. Like when I first started streaming 12 years ago, it was a big deal for probably maybe the first couple of years, and then people realized it doesn't mean anything, so they stopped doing it. Not only is it not a PR, we're dead.
Almost there.
Not dead.
I am wounded. Who will help?
Farewell.
Keep up the momentum.
Please swing at the. Oh my god. Swing at the squishies.
What a difference.
Kitty has been declawed.
Oh, he's over here. Alright. Faster than reloading.
Out of sight.
Getting through him.
You're mine.
Coming back. See? Don't let anything stand in your way.
Holy fucking shoot through players, guys.
I'm ready to put on a show.
No.
Out of sight.
Please be open. It is.
The enemy has arrived. Step aside.
Second chance is over.
Sayonara.
Got her. Nice.
This is your big chance.
No Onganis. No Onganis. There's the suck.
The great snake still hungers. You're mine.
Alright. Well, it got better. Beginning of the match, very, very delayed shots. Very, very delayed. That's me. Normalized 16 killing blows. Like at the beginning, it felt like my shots were literally about 100, 200 MS behind people. Which doesn't really make sense considering, well, I have a 60 MS ping, so. Alright, let's do something real quick here, guys. Follow for a follow. I had someone do that yesterday on TikTok. Please, sir, I would like a follow. Please. Alrighty. Oop. Let's that too. And off we go.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
My odachi is sharp. My mind is sharper. Enemies can become friends, but only if we show our foes
We'll be
respect.
coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
No, yo.
You are not as human as you look, are you?
I am not human at all.
Debatable.
God. And you would be wise to treat me.
Just an alien, guys.
Whether God or otherwise, respect is something to be earned, not
The battle starts
demanded.
in 5, 4, 3, 2,
I'm
1. You have to stop them from
What a nice
securing
guy.
the mission area.
Once again, I do think this game should have a buff bar, like a tiny one.
Sayonara. Step aside.
Double KO.
Farewell.
Oh my god. How the fuck did I get... the fuck is that? Did he literally just... Is that council? No.
I'm back. You're mine.
Mantis isn't council either, but she has a controller. You get aim assist on PC, guys. It might have been a controller aim assist, because he literally flick shot me while I was in the middle of my dash.
That's better. At least you have truly seen me. Step aside.
Your god is suffering.
Step aside.
Behind us.
That's unfortunate. We didn't make it. We're dead. We're dead. Not dead. Bro, what the fuck is this? Did he intentionally do that? Or did he just have to go to the same place I did? I don't think that was intentional. Also, we should have been dead for my left clicks.
I have reached. Step aside.
What the fuck was that? Like,
Defend what is ours.
man, Psylocke's left clicks aren't something to shake a stick at. They aren't that,
Vehicle in track.
look how fast he just destroyed the hull. He should have been dead. I'm shooting through his character. Hey guys.
We are undefeatable.
Whoop. 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 Fuck you.
Farewell.
Better stop that vehicle.
Step aside. Out of sight.
He's dead, Jim.
Double KO.
Made my trust now.
Go heal. I'm gonna make the heal. Did not make the heal.
This is natural anger.
Hit him hard.
I have reawakened. Step aside.
Tremble before Bast!
I'm trembled before Bast. In bed. No revenge kill for you. Oh, you got too much aggro from the peanut gallery.
Farewell. You must leave.
But No.
Sayonara.
Feel the wrath of the
We aren't gonna make that. Oh my gosh, he responded to my fucking telepathy. Fuck you. Hey, bud. You make it up. I literally prompted her. There's no reason she should have ulted. She knew. Like, I just got my ult too. It wasn't like I was sitting on it.
Mantis strikes.
Oh, look, a sniper.
Focus on the battle.
A buff sniper, too. I was actually wondering how I got one tap. Alright.
I don't give up so easily. You're mine.
There's a Loki there. Did he just run away? He ran away. The only reason I was fighting that was to help the goddamn Loki.
Chance to stop them.
Step aside.
Alright.
Sayonara.
Running away? What's going on here? Get too close to her, she's gonna kick you and you basically die.
That's better.
I heard an arrow. I heard an arrow.
Step aside.
I'm hulking arrows.
I've located a hidden assailant.
Pretty easy to tell, guys, when DDA is off. How fast I can kill players is insane.
We are undefeated.
Oh my god. Too close.
Friends, gather around. Plasma against the world.
Headshot?
We are undefeatable.
I don't actually know what just killed me. She just body shot me.
Now might be a good time to stop them.
I get headshot by the Widow?
Out of sight.
Focus on the battle.
Hitting harder than ever.
Smash down that vehicle.
Sure. My shift wasn't up. You can literally see it going through her model.
I don't give up so easily. Step aside.
Now we gotta wait for respawns.
Woo! I never miss.
Farewell.
It's now or never.
Go downstairs, please. Or not. Alright.
Better stop that vehicle.
You're mine.
Don't give them another inch. Or else.
Guy knows exactly where I am.
Healing magic. Lovely.
Feel the wrath.
Mantis might be cheating.
My hunt continues.
Against the world. We are undefeatable.
But it only started after, I'd say, right at point 2 capture. But Mantis at point 2 didn't actually headshot me. It's pretty sure that was a Widow. At the end there, she clearly knew where it was and was trying to shoot me out of cloak, though. Give the shit fuck off. Let's see. Definitely shot through the cloak on more than one occasion. We weren't having any problems hitting the Hawkeye. We were having problems hitting the Widow, and we were having problems hitting the Mantis. Storm we never actually encountered, and Hulk we had no problems with too. So half the match we're having issues with. Next game. All good, good and fun, fun and good, guys.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
My order is sharp. My mind is sharper. I'm just a sword for hire. This is all so much bigger than me.
You cannot save
30
Yggdrasil,
seconds
nor
before
can
you
you
attack.
save
Get ready.
yourselves.
Ha 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 ha.
A new world is a-borning. A shuffling of the galactic guard, if you will. You could be part of it. Asgard has been invaded yet again. But as always, is a powerful bond, and also a terrible weakness.
The battle starts in 5, 4,
Never show them you're a lord, guys.
2, 1.
You just get focused more. Don't do it.
All here, help get that vehicle to its destination.
Here they come now. Someone is attacking from afar. Now I must survive.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Too much shit. They really need to fucking fix the rewind. That is absolutely obnoxious. I was halfway to Narnia. I was literally at the end of my dash, guys, when I got slept. I don't know why the sleep is fucking client side, but it is. Probably to make it so they can hit it more consistently, but there are clearly cases where you actually escape Mantis and she still sleeps you. It's not just that one. I've had it happen multiple times. I've complained about it a lot. Any character with the fast movement ability that can happen to, including Spider-Man's. I don't know why he's up there. I just got slept in the air again. Do you have his... Hey, he does have passive up. Well, he's not going to have it up in a little bit.
Almost there.
Oh, you missed, little girl. Slept again.
Animal! Let's save that tree. Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
If you could see people's pings, you could literally grief them about this, guys. But most, as is most games, you aren't allowed to see pings anymore, are you? Because then you could be toxic. You know, not rightfully so at all.
Burst!
Yeah, good job, little bro. Totally wasn't meant for me at all.
Sayonara.
Fine.
Hello there, little
Time to go back to respawn. Where the fuck did my butterfly just go? Bond. Butterfly just did nothing again. Oh. Why, hello there.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
This will do nicely.
Time for some fun. The spider bombs are gone.
My blade seems sharp.
Who will help?
Bro. Bro! Captain America, please!
Who will help?
Feel better already.
You made me angry.
That was for Captain America!
I don't give up.
The fuck is that?
Step aside.
You're so kind.
Tremble before fast!
At least you are truly free now, Atlantis. Farewell.
We've got a robot infestation.
Where the fuck did my butterflies go again, guys?
You're mine. Out of sight.
Got her. I love doing that. Absolutely love doing that. Oh, that's hilarious. Fucking great. Oh my god, we're gonna die to the blender here in a second. Fuck up.
Here they come now.
Born again!
I need time to heal.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Great, guys.
Let us save the great tree.
You're mine. A strange mystical object.
Bro. Captain America, the fuck you doing? Be a tank! You just accidentally fucking acorn me.
My hunt continues. Step aside.
Again.
Bring on the chaos.
The second time that was meant for Captain America.
You're mine. What a disgrace.
Don't let anything stand in your way.
There's enough. Don't worry, I got the arm.
Bro. Fucking rewind sleeps and bond again.
Together to victory!
Sayonara.
Oh.
My apologies, little spiders.
Forces incoming.
Behind you.
You're mine. You betrayed my
Wanted that.
Denizens of the deep. This time I drown them.
Dead to a turret. They definitely need to weaken
Consider yourself.
need to weaken Poseidon's turrets. They need to add a real builder to the game too. Or builders.
Step aside.
It's one of the classes that doesn't exist in the game. The closest thing to a builder right now is kind of Penny, sorta, and Namor, sorta. Like Engineer from TF2, for instance. Or Torbjorn before they destroyed him, or Symmetra before they destroyed her. Bring them into shitty DPS. Alright. Don't want to be here.
We are undefeatable.
Also don't want to be here. He is late. What the fuck is going on there?
Mind over matter.
Okay. Good job, Jeff.
Farewell. The time is out of your hands.
Down the turret.
I need time to heal. Now I might survive.
Destructive of death, boys.
Out of sight.
Together to victory!
You get a wet! You get a wet! You get a wet!
Bond.
Sayonara.
Your god is suffering.
Another epic victory.
Oh my god. Guys, this game, like, this is one of the things I hate the most about this game is, like, when DDA and EOMM is not on, it is an absolutely phenomenal experience. I absolutely enjoy this game. I expected to play it for years. When DDA turns on and you do 50% damage to people, you literally, like, you want to cut yourself in-game. In-game, obviously. You want to hurt yourself in-game. Not in real life. In-game. It makes you want to tear out your hair. In-game as well, because that might actually be too far. But it's absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible experience. I don't understand why it exists. I mean, like, if there's unbalanced matches, which this might have been one, right? You should balance it. You should make SPMM better, like, or the rank system better. But DDA or EOMM to make things turn out the way that, like, you want to have happen with SPMM in the first place is insane, silly. Crazy. Wearing lid. DDA. Well, that match didn't feel like we had DDA. We were shooting through the Mantis a bit. Mantis is a small model, though, so it could just be land sea related. At the beginning, we were having a lot of issues. Once again, same thing. At the beginning, we had a lot of issues, like the last match, and then it seemingly cleared up. DDA is dynamic difficulty adjustment. It is patented by Activision, I believe, for FIFA. Is their use case for it. Where the concept is in the community and it's been out for a while and people actually understand what it is. Same thing with EOMM. So, pretty sure you can just Google dynamic difficulty adjustment and figure it out. Yeah. Wiley Online Library has... pretty good, from what it looks like, a pretty good explanation of it. It's supposed to lead to flow psychology? Fuck off. Flow is when you have your own, you have to have autonomy for flow to happen. They're citing flow psychology. No way. Yeah, no, that's not the way that works. They're like trying to artificially create flow psychology. Fuck off. Way. No way. Not flow, regardless of what the Kool-Aid may say.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
My odachi is sharp. My mind is sharper. I fought Oni, slayed demons.
They'll be coming in 30
This
seconds.
should be
Stay
easy.
strong.
My post in Steam, yeah. I post on a lot of different topic matter when it's of interest to me, and especially if I feel as though the hive mind needs to get an update of information on it. That was like when I still. That's like when I was first starting to contemplate. I believe that's from February, because occasionally I find that post on Steam.
3, 2,
It's like from February, beginning of February. I'm still contemplating the game actually having it. There's a phase I went through in terms of before basically figuring out the game has DDA, which is first I thought it was netcode, then I thought it was cheating, which it still possibly could be. And then it started it's consistently happening when the game is doing stuff. Like you can't, that's not cheating anymore. Nope, and we're dead. People don't learn unless you tell them about stuff. That's the way it works. If you want things to change, you have to talk about it.
I'm back. You're mine.
And then people, I've also run into cases where people hate that you're trying to change stuff because you're talking about stuff that matters. Like, I'm not even talking like politics as much as like I've been part of crypto communities for a long time. I don't talk about it on stream, except in kind of passing, mainly because crypto has a lot to do with advantages, and if you give away your advantages, unless you're making content on it, you basically lose what you're doing. Basically, I'd be giving up my livelihood. There's channels that try to do it. They're always small and they always end up dying out. But I've had developers that get pissy when you try to make their software better because they know it means you're gonna have work. It all comes down to fucking work.
I am at your service. Rise, my friend! Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Out of sight. That's better.
Second chance is over.
Look, in video games, yeah, for sure. And people are usually, it says, like, video games have a lot in common with crypto. There's a lot of really not smart people that play video games. There's smart people that play video games, but it's not where the money is, either in terms of making stuff or in terms of holy shit, in terms of the people playing it. And there's a lot of people, like, I remember back when, like, 20 years ago, when I was playing World of Warcraft and Wrath of the Lich King, I was playing World of Warcraft, I was having an argument with people talking about gearing and how much the gearing stat mattered, and there's people that legitimately thought the only thing that mattered in MMOs was skill. And don't get me wrong, skill does matter. But when you're talking about gearing, like, that's the whole premise of RPGs, is literally just out-skilling, like, out-gearing people. That's where twinking comes in the case of World of Warcraft. Which is making really high-level, really high-static characters for the level, and basically getting a huge advantage, right?
Executioner!
And there is...
Born again!
On?
Against the world!
No, we're dead.
I'm quiet. Their numbers are impressive.
Should've went up top. But in the case of mobile games, like, it doesn't matter. I actually understand kind of NetEase's angle on this, which is if they played mobile, like, they're mobile developers to start with, which there's nothing wrong with that, because mobile's a giant market. And rigging things in that case, it doesn't matter. Like we talked about yesterday, you push the button and that's it. That's all your interaction is with the simulation. But in the case of video games and, like, specifically like first-person shooters, you have a lot more contact. You have a lot more contact with basically what you're doing, and it's really, really easy to tell when things are broken. Like, if you're a good player, you can... Oh, we're fucked. Like, with especially when the game is so, what would you call it, so engaging. Like, when you get, like, literally flow psychology, when you actually kind of get into the groove, and you can actually feel kind of how things, you can feel how things play out. And when the flow is fucked up, because let's say you're not doing the right amount of damage, you know that how many shots it's going to take, and you can kind of base where the shots are going and where they hit, right? So you can figure out whether or not they're hitting the model or not. And then you start to figure out basically that your shots aren't doing damage. We did make it.
Stop them!
Out of sight.
Yes. You might have Bond.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Your healers are dead.
Healing magic. Lovely. I've destroyed the monk.
But I think NetEase, like, 'cause they have a white paper on EOM, I think NetEase thought that it doesn't matter because it's just everyone's just playing, you know, it's a first person, it's a video game, right? That's not true at all. They made a really good game. They made a really good game and they're ruining it with DDA and EOM. Like, there's balancing concerns in the game, but that's not the biggest problem with the game.
I am at your service.
Farewell. Keep your
Get away,
presence.
baby. You get away, baby. You get away.
Enemy combat.
You stuck them in their tracks.
Sayonara.
Chose your
And by the way, SBMM I think is perfectly, there's some people that hate it, but SBMM on the other hand is basically like matchmaking for casual games. That matters a lot too, because it allows people to have fun so they don't get in stomp matches, which no one wants to be in.
doing this my way. Born again.
Born again? Born again?
The move.
Wow, 4 in a row.
One after another. I have destroyed that troublesome ark.
And people complain on, basically the only people that complain about SBMM are the fucking sweats in Call of Duty that literally want to drop 40 nukes. SBMM is skill-based matchmaking. A good way to think of it is just like MMR for basically quick play. It's the same thing as having a quick play system that's,
Sayonara.
Don't mess with the amazing.
Oh my God.
Jury.
alright,
Executioner.
bye.
Or a dagger.
Sayonara. I need time to heal.
We're probably dead here. Yeah. Loser queues is EOM. That is where the game intentionally tries to make the loser win. That is EOM.
My life
DDA
cannot
is
be
the end result of EOM, which is basically increasing or decreasing your ability to do well in a game. And not talking about who you're matched with. Well, that's not good.
Sayonara.
Final 10 seconds.
Step aside.
Like, he should have taken more damage just now. And he didn't.
Oh no, not Cap.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Double KO.
You're gonna born again?
You out of sight.
Guard your rear.
Gotta admit, get things
Okay.
done.
Yeah, I mean, so the way you figure stuff like that out, and by the way, someone that's more inclined with stats, because I'm like, my statistic course is from years ago, but someone that's actually really good at stats could figure out if the games have EOM in them based on, like, a giant data set. So a bunch of players, like a data tracker, a bunch of players and their stats, you'd eventually be able to figure out whether or not people are being forced. Because the way stats work is, like, if something is equally balanced, let's say, you know, basically you end up at 50-50. In a ranked queue, you'll end up at 50-50. Basically, you're butting up against people that are about the same skill level. You win matches, you lose matches, you end up basically about 50-50. That's just the way it works, because you're at your skill level, right? So when you start losing a shitload of matches, assuming you normalize for people that they're playing with, like a pre-made, so if someone gets boosted, they aren't going to have a 50-50 if they start losing, or also if they win. But assuming that they normalize, they should have about a 50-50. So when people go on giant loss streaks or win streaks, putting aside the fact that they're already at equilibrium, that generally means something's fucked up. It's like a coin flip. It becomes much more like infinitely, like to get like two heads on a coin flip is something like ridiculous, right? It's not 50% anymore. What's the chance of flipping a coin and getting heads 5 times? .1%. And that's 5 times. So when you get like 20 losses in a row, or 15 losses in a row, that generally means something's fucked up besides you. And once again, like, one person might be kind of an outlier, right? But when you get thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of players in games, it becomes a statistical abnormality, which means there's a system in place to cause it to happen in the first place. Yeah, and someone that's good at stats probably can figure it out. So when people go on a loss streak, is there going to be someone that ends up in a loss streak? Yeah, there's going to be someone that wins the lottery too, right? But it becomes statistically improbable. Once again, normalized around 16 killing blows. It becomes statistically improbable for it to happen in the first place, and let alone happening to, you know, if there's thousands of people that it's happening to, then it becomes most definitely a thing that's wrong. Something's broken. That's EOMM though. SBMM, however, is skill-based matchmaking. It is like ranked for quick play. You don't see it, but it operates in the background. In the case of SBMM, though, usually they make the rating more lenient compared to ranked, though. You know, where ranked will have a tight tolerance for the players you're playing against. SBMM, so in the case of quick play, depending on how they have it set up, will have a wider width of players, so it makes things more chaotic, right? You can have more fun because you'll actually end up in a match where you dick on people. DDA, however, in the case of this game, is basically where it changes the game mechanics to make you win or make you lose. And from what I've seen in this game, DDA seems to take on the form of damage reduction, which is you just do less damage to people. Or if it's a high damage weapon where you'd immediately notice if you're doing less damage, it gives you a no reg, which is it doesn't do any damage at all, because you can chalk that up as netcode. And DDA is the worst of them all because it takes away your autonomy and your ability to perform in video games. EOMM is where the game's basically, the deck is stacked. DDA is where it cheats in the game. The game's cheating, so. Stacked deck is still cheating, but it's not really the same level of cheats.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
My order is sharp. My
Yeah,
mind is
but there's
sharp.
nothing else to play. That's where we're at right now. Like, I have a very select group of games that I can pick from, and this is, we talked about this at the beginning of the stream, it's basically this, Overwatch, Apex, or Fortnite. And Apex is full of cheaters and controllers. That's just as bad as cheating. Overwatch I played too much of, and Fortnite I really don't know what to go back to. I don't know why.
Demons, yokai, and
Exactly sure. Every time I think about playing Fortnite, though, it reminds me of a bunch of kids playing games, and I don't know why.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Like, that's entirely, it's like if you ever go watch Ninja's channel, it's Nick30. It's like the only people that play the game anymore are just kids. Big guess is the viewership.
I'll tell you about it sometime.
I'd probably be playing something else right now if there was something available until they fix this or get rid of it.
Starts in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, DVD or League. Still be a League streamer, I guess.
Mission area. Got it?
League is kind of a, it's not, it might have EOMM in it. But League's like one of these games where you're so dependent on your teammates, you can't, you get fucked by them. Excuse you.
Healing magic.
Mission area is yours to capture now.
You see it.
Capture the mission area.
Yeah, 2042 was meh. Battlefield 1 was a phenomenal game. A lot of Battlefield games are kind of ruined by cheating. Just kind of the way it goes. It's always just eventually taken over by cheaters, and that's all that's left. Fuck are my shots going, guys? The film that's left over at the bottom. Eventually, the casual player base quits. So over the course of about a month, and all you're left with is people that headshot you from across the map. Battlefront 2 is also a fun game. Same thing happened to that one. Battlefront 2 and Battlefield 1, I'd probably say, are the best Battlefield games. I played them all, except for 2042.
Out of sight.
I am ready to put on a show.
Alright. He just accidentally headshot me from the side. What?
Against the world. Against the world.
The fuck was that? He wasn't even aiming at me.
Progress has passed the halfway point.
Partial to 4. Yeah, I mean, I had good. Not to say I didn't have good memories in 3, because I played that. 3 and then 4. Like, each Battlefield kind of has, like, its own little niche. It just makes it fun, right?
That's better. The enemy has arrived. Healing magic.
They've almost got it.
Alright.
Double kill. That's 3. Control me.
Out of sight.
One down.
You're mine.
Not sure why our teammates aren't pushing up.
Sayonara.
Same thing happens in league games or mobile games, is when you get the risky apprehension bunch that wants to sit back because it's safe, and then you just lose. Basically makes things worse. You don't apply pressure and then you lose.
Farewell.
About to die.
Step aside.
You survived.
Rest well, Tucon.
That's 3.
Their numbers are
Control one.
Oh, we're gonna die. Lose. But I played them all. I played 2042. I played 1942. Like I'm an old gamer, guys. Here's an unlockable characters. The good players know how to abuse them. I mean, yeah, as first come, first serve, sure. But in general, it's a really fun game, and I'd say that's part of the chaos. It's like PlanetSide 2. It's not. You're not playing Rivals or fucking Overwatch. Once again, that game I had problems I had were cheating. Just fucking watching people
30
play.
seconds before you attack.
The last game I played, it was playing with Leia, and I remember I was going to be a Battlefront 2 streamer, because it's kind of a cool niche. The last game I played was where I was watching a Leia on the map with the giant dropship sitting across the map. She couldn't see anything and was killing people, and ended up like 3rd place for kills at the end of the match, just holding down mouse 1 from across the map. And then it's done.
The battle starts in 5, 4.
I also had a Boba Fett, because I was getting stream snipers. I had a Boba Fett that was following me around to show me good, because I like playing the Boba Fett and the Jump Jet Trooper. And he was just basically flying around hard locking people and instantly killing them. Also on the same map.
Here they come now.
And headshot.
I am barely harmed.
Well, it's just another way of doing things. PlanetSide 2 has a really good system. PlanetSide 2 had a lot going for it. It was another one of those games they really tried to kill and succeeded at. Like H1Z1. H1Z1 had a lot. Like it could have been the. It was the. Oh, it's gone. It was like the battle royale to go to, and then they just didn't add guns to it. Didn't do it. All they did was add skins, and that's it.
I just step aside.
And died because they didn't update it at all. Another game where they just had opportunity and they threw it away.
Favorite time.
They are in front of us.
Leave them to Khonshu.
That's better. You pay for your
Your
transgressions.
team's capture progress has passed the halfway point. Double KO.
Farewell.
Yes. One down.
He's sitting right here. He's not. He's downstairs. There aren't many MMO FPSs. I'd actually BattleBit did a lot of basically, which is the Minecraft.
Step aside. Did that help?
Oh, I could have actually dashed to the med.
Anyone willing to? Reborn.
BattleBit did a lot of basically Battlefield better. It's fucking weird. Lots of shooting through players right now, guys. Or DDA.
Farewell.
Oh my god.
The god of
RNG. I did for a little bit.
Step aside.
PlanetSide, the original one, was an offshoot of Tribes, which I played in like 6 years of my
Enemy
life.
has arrived.
I am ready to put on a show. Disappear.
Someone just killed me when I was invulnerable. What do you suppose that is?
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
But it's an offshoot of Tribes, and Tribes was basically an MMO FPS, but it wasn't an MMO at all. Like gigantic fucking, I guess Battlefield, but it wasn't really as Battlefield either. It was just gigantic Battlefield. Like if you can imagine basically a bigger, more chaotic version of Battlefield, that's what Tribes was. Only at the same time, it's kind of like controlled chaos. There's no other game like Tribes. Absolutely no other game like Tribes. Played a shitload of Tribes too. Very weird shit, guys. Let's see. Huh? Okay. Monthly subscription was the original PlanetSide? Oh, maybe it was. Time ago. But at the time I was playing Tribes 2. And I played it for a little bit and I didn't like the MMO aspect of it. PlanetSide 2, in my opinion, toned down the MMO aspect of it. Still grindy, but it wasn't grindy like it felt like it was you're playing an RPG grindy. I don't know what it's like now. That was like a decade ago. It probably made it worse. Cheating ruins pretty much everything. You can make a case for how cheating ruins like the monetary. What's a good way of wording that? It monetarily hurts video games. Like it hurts your ability for your game to do well in terms of player base being healthy, and people quit, and then you lose money because people are quitting. You make a case for the monetary aspect of video games. Well, that's why I liked it. Your screen's supposed to be black? Yeah, it's messing around in the background. That made PlanetSide 2 more accessible, and it was more just kind of like Battlefield as opposed to an RPG or FPS RPG. It means more people could actually kind of just do it in their spare time, and you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. Then they chose to hire Rel instead of me, so that's funny. One of the developers was basically a guy that I was in the community with at the time I was playing. And he made great YouTube videos, and I had great streams. And I guess his YouTube videos won. And then he burned the game to the ground, so. And then he left. Hilarious. They could have had me, guys. Yep, making games better since over a decade. So, putting aside the balancing issues in this game, for instance, they get rid of DDA and EOM. They have a great game. But it's like it feels like a crutch. They think they need it and they don't. You put in a shit game.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
My oldach is sharp. My mind is sharper.
PlanetSide 2, or are you just talking PlanetSide 1?
Everything in this place feels so familiar, and yet so strange.
30 seconds before you
I haven't played it in the last like a decade, so I don't know what it's like now. Occasionally a lot of people come in and talk about horror stories in it. Still have people that stop by from PlanetSide 2 days of streaming, guys. Another game where I couldn't play it today. There's too many stream snipers. All they do is just fucking follow you around and try to kill you. At least in Battlefield you can get a new server.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Right there.
1.
Prompted. How often do people use the fucking warning ping, guys?
Perhaps I can finally return to my own.
Help get that vehicle to its destination. I need assistance. Look out! Behind you! Namor's brought in some free.
He doesn't have his thing. Alright.
This will do nicely. Yokai of the sea. Step aside. Healing me. Sayonara.
Jesus Christ.
Step aside. The enemy has arrived.
Die here in a second.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
God damn. Shooting me through the wall? Better.
Fight alone.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row.
There we go, guys. Now we're getting some reg.
People usually don't let me hit the shrine.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
We must observe this location.
Whoever they are, they don't look friendly.
Trying to Reddit. He got shot.
What a disgrace. Farewell.
I am wounded. Who will
What's going on here?
What a difference. If only I could find a road that takes me home. What a disgrace. You're mine.
Jesus Christ.
Farewell. Sayonara. 逃がさないわよ。This would do nicely.
Prompted. There's too much meat here.
I require help. I require help.
halfway there? Keep going.
What a difference.
Like I said, guys, when this game doesn't have DDA in it, it is fun as shit. You should be dead.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
But when it does, it ruins all the fun. And it's like negative fun. It doesn't ruin the fun, it makes you hate the rest of the game and the game itself and what the developers stand for. And like actually liking the game in the first place. It's like, there's a concept I like explaining, guys, in Wheel of Time. Very cool series of books. One of the reasons I don't read for fun anymore. Not because it was bad, but rather it was so good. It was so good. It actually made me hate all the other books. No one made books good as Robert Jordan. But it has a concept called Balefire in it. And Balefire, what I love explained by the way, Balefire is so bad, it doesn't just eradicate or annihilate you, it removes you from the timeline. It's like going back in time and stripping people out of time, which is pretty insane. And it was actually, I forgot who outlawed it. Literally just gives me fucking goosebumps thinking about it.
Your powers are mine! Born again! Don't
Bro!
mess with the
Oh my
amazing
god!
Spider-Man!
Oh my god, it gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. I remember reading about it, I was like, holy shit. It's like literally having a nuclear weapon, guys. And like, both sides, it's like, the enemies were called the Dark Ones, I believe? Oh my god, it's been decades since I read the book series. Even though I watched the Amazon series, it's not nearly the same thing. But basically, both sides didn't use it because they were afraid of what would happen. Like, basically the butterfly effect, no one has any idea what would happen if you do it. But obviously people started using it again, right? As people do when they start becoming desperate.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
But basically it was a weapon so strong that both sides, like, imagine like Satan and like prime evil deciding that something was too strong that they would never use it, right? But basically that's what we have here. We have a scenario with DDA and EOMM, guys, where it makes me hate things so much. It makes me hate the fun that I had playing the game when it starts happening. Which is insane. I mean, you did the thing that I just did.
Keep up the momentum.
Your fault.
Fire mode.
Jesus Christ.
I'll out of sight.
I mean, it's not AI. It's like you have a weapon that not only kills people, it removes them from the time stream. Like, goes in reverse. And depending on how strong it is, removes them further back from the time stream, too.
Rise, my friends!
I don't think there's another fantasy series that basically has something like that in it. There probably is something else. I haven't read all the fantasy books, obviously. But that is, as far as you know, a pretty prolific,
Your powers are mine! Born again!
Double KO.
alright,
So close.
pretty prolific weapon. It's not really even something you can convey. A lot of times you can convey,
Born again!
wait, how does he have again? That was Loki.
Double KO.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row.
Will do nicely. Sayonara.
You got them all.
We have a weapon so strong that even like Primeval decides it's too broken to ever to actually ever field. Because you don't know what's going to happen. Because of the butterfly effect, you have no idea what's going to happen to everyone else and everything that's made around you, right? The Wheel of Time, the only thing positive to come out of the Amazon Wheel of Time series is the fact that people now know about the Wheel of Time. That's it. That's it. And I'm not, like, I thought, like, for instance, the Lord of the Ring books were good, or Lord of the Ring movies were good, right? There's a lot of people that are purists that think that things have to have a literal interpretation. They have to have a literal interpretation when they're put into a movie or a TV series format. I'm not in that boat at all. However, in the case of the Wheel of Time is so in-depth. There's basically 14 books, and each book is like 900 pages apiece. There's like 12,000 pages between all the books for the Wheel of Time series, so there's a lot of content. And they started not only by making shit up, they started basically hyper-focusing on the female characters. So there's a term in Wheel of Time called the Taverin, which are basically, if you can imagine the way that time flows work, right? So if you can imagine people influence, like prolific people, like content creators, let's say, or influencers, that have an overall effect on basically everyone around them, they're called Taverin, right? And they're basically, I think there's only supposed to be one, but they ended up with 3, which were Matt, Perrin, and Rand. It's basically the 3 main characters of the series, right? So if you have a TV series and you have a limited amount of episodes, it should focus on all 3 of these characters, right? Or mainly just one, which is Rand, which is the Dragon Reborn. Basically, everything is about Rand. Everything is about Rand, even though these 2 characters matter a lot. However, the series is so big, there is a ridiculous number of side characters like Eugene, Naive, and Moraine that are also very important, but they're like third-tier characters. You have like you have Rand, then you have Matt and Perrin, and then you have like Moraine, Eugene, and Naive, and then you got a bunch of other characters below them too. All this other stuff going on here too. But they chose to focus on Moraine, Naive, and Eugene. Out of all the characters they could focus on, they basically focused on those. Rand is like a side character, and like in the last season, they basically bastardized the entire like last fight. Rand basically has a fight with the Dark One, which is like the Primeval, and during the fight, he basically gets his never healing wound. Basically, he gets stabbed by the Dark One, and it never heals. In the case of the TV series, they made it so Rand didn't do anything. Even though he basically single-handedly defeats the Dark One in the TV series, or in the books, which was insane. In that fight. Didn't kill him, but basically defeated him. And then made it so Rand no longer didn't do that. He couldn't do anything the entire fight in the TV series. Basically, women shackled him. Eugene, Naive came along and basically saved him. Matt stabbed him, which didn't happen in the books. He stabbed him, which gave him the never-ending wound. So basically, the other guy fucked up and stabbed him, who also didn't do anything. And then basically, after Naive disabled the Dark One, Rand stabbed him and basically stole the win from the chick. It was absurd. Like, I don't think people really understand the context of what happened, but basically it turned it into a moment where a guy steals the success from a lady. And I couldn't, oh my god. Just thinking about that makes me hurt. Not to say, by the way, that there's a lot of powerful women in, like, The Wheel of Time is a series with a lot of everyone in it, and no one needs, like, to worry about representation or diversity. It's in there. It's everywhere. It's all well written into the books. But Amazon took it, and they just ran with the things that, like, I don't want to say don't matter, but are, like, if you had, like, 5 other series running, you could make an entire series about Naive, Moraine, or Eugene. Like, you could do that, right? But they have one series with 8 episodes per season, and they crammed 3 books into the first season, and then they made up filler episodes where, what's her name? Basically, the leader of the Azseti and Moraine basically are gay lovers, and I think it was somewhat hinted at in the books, but they didn't actually do it. But they made like an entire episode about it, which was just absurd. Like stuff that doesn't matter. You have a limited time frame and characters that like you have a precedence order, and they just decided that. Oh, by the way, we also did pretty good in that game. Just, oh my god, it makes me so angry too. Like, it is Wheel of Time is one of the book series, guys, that left a pretty sizable mark on my younger years. Anime did too, but Wheel of Time was like the series of books that I had a stint when I was in like junior high, and it was like junior high and high school where I caught on to those books and I just read them like wildfire. And then after that, I couldn't read anything else. I tried. Everything else was boring. Like, it could be worse. I don't think it could. Like, the only good thing to come out of it is the fact that people are aware of the Wheel of Time series, and that's pretty much it. And Amazon is, giving the Jordan family, money for it. So the way the Wheel of Time series worked was it was actually the rights for the TV series or for the media were squatted on. Basically, they paid the Jordan family money for it, and they thought they were going to make something. They didn't. They squatted on the rights because they're waiting for someone to buy them out, and they made one TV episode to fulfill their contract to maintain the rights. It was absolutely horrible. It was like a high school play, just to hang on to the rights. So Amazon bought them out, which was probably pretty expensive. But then Amazon ruined it too. But I don't know. Like, pretty much everything Amazon makes is trash at this point. They have their own agenda apartment at this point, which is sad. But in the case of Wheel of Time, it means it's out of the clutches of the IP squatters. So it can be better now. Like, another decade, we'll maybe get a remake of it after Amazon stops pouring money into it.
Fair enough. And we'll face this crisis the same way we always have.
Together.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3,
Yeah, like, it was
2, 1.
It was something.
Stop them from securing the mission area.
Losing is not an acceptable outcome.
Fell for help already.
Someone scratch my back.
He just accidentally killed me.
My
Did he? Maybe not. Hard to actually imagine them making it worse.
I don't get step aside.
This is real firepower!
We need to stop that kidney.
Farewell. That's better.
guy, I'm pretty sure, is following me around through walls. I think Spider-Man's cheating. Well, I baited him by going underneath, thinking that I wasn't paying attention to him, and then popped back out.
Split your wings. Sayonara.
There's a med up here.
This will do nicely.
Step aside. Stop them! Better stop that vehicle!
Farewell.
Maybe it's the torch now? Yeah, maybe the torch is cheating.
Healing magic. Lovely.
Yeah,
Sayonara. At least
fucking weird shit. Just got a headshot in the air.
My hunt continues. Step aside.
Stop them in their tracks! Oh,
This is the amazing Spider-Man!
Sayonara. What a disgrace.
Off, little bro. Knew he wasn't gonna leave.
That's better.
there's no chance to stop them! Better stop that vehicle!
Gonna ult.
Step aside.
Born again!
Out of sight.
Stop them in their tracks!
I've broken it. Sayonara.
Die.
We got company!
But yeah, like, I was so disappointed.
I'm back.
So disappointed with how it's turning out. I don't know, like, everyone sees something in Wheel Time. It's one of the reasons it's such a cool series of books.
What a difference.
And maybe if it had a spin-off series, you could make something about it, make something different, but if you're trying to introduce a series of books to the world, you don't start out with the fucking side characters and try to pretend it's all about them.
Fantastic!
Shield guns! Gather around!
Did that hurt? Better watch your back.
It pleases me to be
Sayonara.
Chris.
Is it really clobbering time already? Stop them in their tracks!
Not taking much damage. Healing magic. Lovely. Farewell.
It would have never been as good as the books. I mean, that's why I started out by saying that it, like,
I don't
I'm
give
all
up,
right
so
with there
step
being
aside.
creative differences and changes, but they just drastically altered the entirety of the books and how the flow of everything.
Farewell.
Punching a hole! Supernova!
Stop them!
I have reawakened.
Feels bad, man. I think, and I've mentioned this before, I think what the Wheel of Time really needs, putting aside the fact that it'd be next to impossible to completely translate it, to make it good,
At least the enemy has arrived. Not taking much damage.
what it really needs is an animated series. Not a fucking cartoon either. Fuck Invincible. Worst thing to come out of Invincible is literally the animation is terrible.
Step aside.
Dead. But crap. I was like, where's the fucking med? I remember this bed back here. He accidentally shot me? Come on.
Needed that boost.
You stopped them in their tracks.
Hopefully the Jordan family gets some flexibility with that. Even the Robert Jordan died of cancer before he finished the books, but he released so many fucking notes that an artist could finish it. So another artist could, another writer could finish it.
Step aside. You're in
Born again!
farewell. Yes,
Calling out one,
I require help.
Don't give them another inch.
Don't mess with the
which is
Spider-Man!
Sanderson, who did come along, and there's enough notes where you end up writing 3 books instead of 1.
Supernova!
Which is insane. Even he said that there's problems with problems with how they interpreted the original work, which is insane.
Mister is not going to be happy about this, Johnny.
Here they come now.
Stop them in their tracks.
Farewell.
Enemy located.
Split your wings.
Double KO.
Did that help? Rest well, my dear golem. What a difference.
Too much shit behind me. I don't know if he's abusing the movement glitch or exploit or cheat. I don't know which it is, where you can use the speed mode at the same time that you're using just normal fire. Because you can't actually use your abilities if you're using speed.
Seconds left.
You could do a Storm too, where you have her speed ore on
Well, my dear
at the same time as her lightning ore.
Sayonara.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Crazy. Like I said, one of the best things that come out of the TV series is the fact that the IP rights are no longer squatted on, and the world now knows about Wheel of Time. Books have a tough time transitioning from written format to anything else, where you can have a TV show or a manga that gets adapted, right, or a comic book that gets adapted, but books generally, like, there's a huge juxtaposition when they go from book format to something else. Is that Adam? Yeah. So the one guy where he killed him in the room, and he complains about being so altered. This is not the life of an admin, it's just the life of a healer. So the torch might have been cheating in addition to using possibly the speed hack. But next game. Wheel of Time is a great series, guys. It wouldn't be so bad, like what they're doing right now, would it be so bad if they just made a series about Moraine, which is basically what they're doing right now. But it isn't. That's not what it is. A billionaire could come along and scoop up the rights from Amazon and just cancel the Amazon Wheel of Time. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
I knew this was gonna be bad once I heard that Amazon got the rights for it.
Is sharper.
It's like any other, even Apple would have done a better job with it. And Apple's pretty left-leaning too. If only HBO got their hands on it. Oh my god.
Enemies can become friends,
God.
but only if we show our foes respect.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
A symbiote. Ugh, I hate these sparking things. Once we get this timeline thing sorted out, I'm taking a long vacation somewhere with lots of stuff to see.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Actually, I don't know how well HBO would have made it. How well it would have turned out with HBO.
Got it?
Based on seemingly what's happening with Harry Potter right now. They might have had their, might have came and went.
The enemy has arrived. What a difference. This will do nicely. Quiet down.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Farewell. Mission area is yours.
You're mine.
Oh, fuck.
Time to heal.
Here they come. Victor, come back here.
I'm back. You're mine. This spot requires attention.
Huh, funny, I was just thinking about pinging that. Prompted.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
This is real firepower.
Sayonara.
Lost.
That's better. Healing magic. Farewell.
Oh my god.
You're mine. Healing magic. Lovely.
Just right click through them, guys. No. Huh. He heard me running away and he couldn't fucking help himself, guys.
An iris soup cannot withstand such play. What a difference.
Second chance is over.
Your team's capture progress is past the halfway point.
Farewell. You lose, team.
Control seized.
Namor's subjects are tenacious.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so here's a term I like to use for Evangelion, which is you don't ever go full Evangelion. Evangelion at the end like turned into like a philosophical religious experience and just completely off the rails. Reminds me of what happened with The Lost too. I think it's the inevitability, which if you have so much creative freedom.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
All right, still going in there. Going full Evangelion.
Reborn, what
I haven't watched the new movies though. I think they're still making them.
Here they come. The moon haunts you.
And Lily prompted.
Lead them to consume. Rise, my friends.
We'll have to keep fighting.
Not sure where my damage is going, guys. DDA.
Render me assistance.
Yeah, I mean, they're literally called angels, right? Or that's their translation as angels. Some people like that. For me, it was just kind of too far outside the ordinary.
It appears some timelines feature a very different version of me.
Flying too close to the sun, as it turns out.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I feel something familiar about you. As though we have walked the same path.
Assassins like us belong to a pretty exclusive club.
It's already released. I thought they were going to do like one
Oni? Yokai?
per invasion or whatever. It wasn't one per demon. Angel.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it? I'll take a
Maybe I'm thinking of a different series. Maybe I'm thinking Berserk. I believe they're remaking, and from what I understand, it's terrible.
What a difference. Here they come now. Out of sight.
Apparently,
I'm quiet.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
You're mine.
Your powers are mine.
Disappear!
bro, where the fuck are my shots going? I got too many RPGs. Berserk's never. I had friends that were really into Berserk. Berserk was never really my thing either, but it's a very prolific manga. Very dark. There's a couple series that are pretty dark and aren't super horrible.
This place could be easily damaged. Step aside. A little help, please.
More than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Farewell.
Stop jumping!
Your day ends, demon.
Yeah.
Double KO.
Did that hurt? Good. They're sneaking from behind.
Shields up.
Definitely missing my shots, guys, like they're shooting through.
Area's almost yours.
Holy fit, and you just reloaded, or
This is real firepower.
rewound?
Your powers are mine.
Disappear.
Bring on the
Shields up.
Lovely.
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner.
Right in the pooper,
By
guys.
the eye of Agamotto.
Reason he was there was to avoid that happening. All right. Made you physically unwell. I mean, it was a pretty good story for making a villain. I'd say, like, not really up there. Like, I was watching the new season of Solo Leveling, right? Solo Leveling ends on the 30th, and, like, it started out pretty good, and then they just, like, there's a common theme, especially with, like, kind of shonen animes now, where they just power trip on shit. Like, it started out pretty good, and then it turned into a power trip anime, where it started out pretty dark and, you know, kind of hopeless, and then it just turned into power tripping. Basically, like One Punch Man, where the protagonist is basically invulnerable now. He just can't. No one can hurt him. That'll probably change, but as far as the current season's going, it's meh. Even Goku, like, there's power arcs with Goku, right? With Dragon Ball, even with Goku, they fucking people have to be stronger than him, otherwise it gets boring. Need to be stronger, otherwise they can't villain.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Mission area is yours.
Just accidentally cancel my E?
Proud of what you did here.
No idea how you didn't, like, okay, I kind of know how why you didn't get hit, but they need to fix that. I don't want to teach people how to fucking avoid Psylocke's ult. Beauty doesn't need that knowledge. He is. He is.
The water yokai has improved. What a difference.
Shields up.
Farewell.
Mission area. Keep going.
Now it's on power levels. I mean, there's always kind of power levels.
Step aside. Stand your ground.
I guess they did shift to from techniques to
Control lost.
forms, I guess you would say, like True Power, Super Saiyan, Super Instinct, various levels of Super Saiyan. There's Blue and Rose too now, and like they stopped doing
Feel the wrath of the Dragon!
oh, I just shot through her. He's not taking the round damage, guys. Still not taking the right amount of damage. Pretty crazy. I can kill the raccoon better than I can kill the storm. Hey guys. Bye.
Double KO.
Human magic. Lovely.
Brah! Please hit the target.
Step aside.
Eventually we're gonna die to the aura.
They've almost got it.
So for some reason we're shooting through the storm and doing no damage to her.
I'm back.
I watched this session. The end kind of went to shit. And it's like after the first or second season when the main character becomes a bitch boy. And then just everything. It's just all about spiting people. It's like spiting their friends and spiting other players. Or spiting other people. Became very boring.
I don't give up.
Season 2 of Severance went off the rails too. Lost does a better job of kind of the whole like mystery allure thing. In Season 2 of Severance, a lot of people were enamored with kind of like the show or the limelights, but they didn't really do anything. I'm not exactly sure what's happening with the like plot-wise. They just didn't think things out. Not sure what's going on with the Storm. Storm definitely we couldn't hit properly or do damage to. I'm not sure what's going on there. Didn't look like they had the speed mode exploit on. Black Panther. We didn't have any problems hitting the Black Panther, which is Black Panther's a lot faster than Storm is. So why the fuck were we shooting through the Storm, but not the Black Panther guys? We had basically no problems killing that Black Panther. Black Panther is harder to track. He is harder to consistently hit. Why was I shooting through Storm? Unless it is player toggled. I don't want spoilers. I generally don't give spoilers. I just said it went off the rails at the end. Another case of flying too close to the sun. It all became about fanfare instead of plot. I don't think that's spoiling anything. I could go into details why that is if you want. No, I hate people that spoil stuff too. I guess I spoiled things in the case of Wheel of Time, but Wheel of Time, the second season of Wheel of Time has been out for like a year and a half now, 2 years. I don't think it's spoiling things anymore. Maybe later. What, are you muting me again? You don't get to mute me. This isn't a choice. This is a dictatorship. All right, I gotta take a piss, guys. Be right back. All right. There's a new Avengers movie. They're trying to regain. Marvel at this point also went off the rails. It's literally just about agenda pushing. They don't actually want to make anything good, which is why everything that they make seems lifeless and pointless. And no one's actually interested in it anymore. As I play a Marvel's game. But if this was just Marvels, it wouldn't have been good. This game could have been good even without being Marvels. Oh yeah, Robert Downey Jr., yeah. Oh. There's Dr. Doom. I don't know there's an Avengers movie, though. Oh. Endgame is really where it went to shit, and it started happening even during Endgame. Where we started doing girl power moments, like girl power lineups, and Captain Marvel just zoomed in out of nowhere, basically god tier entity, and almost single-handedly killed Thanos, which she probably still should have been able to kill Thanos. Which then made everything else that all the heroes that did feel in vain. It was one of the worst things they did in the movie.
I'm not judging.
My order is sharp. My
Yep,
mind
multiverse
is
ruins the whole premise of people having purpose, right? If you die, then it's over. In the case of multiverse, they can just bring you back from nowhere. It doesn't matter. Which is funny, because all the characters that they killed off with the Thanos snap, they could have brought back. But they didn't. They just replaced them. All they did was replace all the characters with their sidekicks or more diverse counterparts. Instead of bringing them back. Putting aside that storytelling isn't linear. You can tell a story from any time you want. Prologue, epilogue, side story, it doesn't matter. The Gundam universe, for instance, has like 6, some insane amount of universes that are all detached from each other, and sometimes they overlap and sometimes they don't. Like writing-wise, not necessarily like multiverses.
How do you ensure they remain loyal to your cause? Some respect me, but most
No. Did they actually say that in the movie? I don't remember. I just remember seeing it as like, why'd they do that?
The battle starts in 5, 4.
And it became clear over the next 8 years why that started, or excuse me, 7 years,
All you have to do is capture the mission area.
why that was
Got it?
happening. 6 years? Endgame was 2019, wasn't it? 6 years.
I will get even. My blade seems sharper. Oh, I need assistance. Farewell. This will do nicely.
I just got knocked out of my seat.
Capture now.
Oh.
Help is here.
Yeah, I mean, that was literally... It was completely out of nowhere. The whole end of the movie just completely went off the rails. Like, the Avengers are basically defeated, then all of a sudden they wheel the fucking rhinoceros army out of nowhere. I remember how silly it was.
Area.
Farewell.
Dead?
No.
Above cloak and dagger. I got you.
Out of sight.
Where the fuck's my damage going, guys?
Let me help. Ease down.
My hunt continues. Farewell. Did that hurt? Good.
Oh my god.
Someone called Dr.
Reborn.
Something's going on there.
Hostile ahead.
Step aside. Sayonara. Disappear! What a difference. Farewell.
This is real fireborn and dangerous!
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Behold!
Be helpful.
Mine.
Where the fuck are my shots going, guys?
Sayonara. The enemy has arrived.
Sound the retreat.
Farewell.
Clear the way. Taking over the area. Oh, I need assist. Who needs me?
Jesus Christ.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Farewell.
Oh, she took it. Ah. You have 50% damage reduction on right now, guys, which is why nothing's dying, and I'm just shooting through their bodies, and we have 4 and 4. Because I'm shooting through them. Like, these are very, very long engagements, guys. In which I am not doing any
It
damage.
appears some timelines feature a very different version of me.
30 seconds before you attack.
Yes.
Ready?
You look at me as if you know me.
In my timeline, you are one of the greatest warriors our nation has ever known.
I've been seeking others like me.
And once we are done here, I will gladly take
Oh,
you
good.
to the
Good, good.
Krakoa would be delighted to
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
The Sanctum Sanctorum is my refuge, my fortress.
Did see something over there.
What a difference. Out of sight.
Johnny, the mission area is yours to capture now.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Just in time. Thanks.
Double kill! They captured the mission area!
am Loki.
I mean, when you're schizophrenic, you oftentimes forget who you are, so not sure that's a joke, Loki.
That's better.
And my right click just went through him. He should have been dead.
Much better.
The wizard is down.
I step aside.
Armed and dangerous!
Think you're tough, Logan? Who am I? Invisible?
The fuck is my damage going?
Progress has passed the halfway point.
Watch your back. Step aside.
Left behind the sleep, guys. Slept after it hit the ground. Other side of my dash. Yep.
My life, you're mine.
Ah, 41 ping, guys. And I died. That's where you get like the tick rated shit. That's magic. Get that weird ass tick rate shit.
Step aside. Behold that child! What a son of a...
Please swing. Alright. Bye.
Step aside.
Magic solved its problem going down the stairs. DDA game, guys, kind of feels that way. We're getting a lot of shooting through models doing absolutely nothing to them.
Farewell.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Christ. Line of sighted his healers, by the way. Gone.
Stand your ground. That's better. Here they come now.
Control lost.
Lovely.
Armed and dangerous!
They are many, but we were prepared.
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
Just in time. Thanks.
Guardian. We are undefeatable!
It's a DDA in that game, guys. Basically just shooting through players, doing no damage to them. Cool. Right out of the gates.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
6 KBs. Alright, let's see. Well, good. Can't wait to watch the new season of Wheel of Time, though, as is currently airing right now. Already heard good things about the first 3 episodes. They had an all-female battle, so like that was the news headline I read from it. Yeah. As said, here are actually all women. By this point, you already have male channelers. I was going to put a lasagna in today, guys. I did not. Oh, my God.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
My
Eh?
knowledge is sharp. My mind is sharper.
Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
It appears some timelines feature a very different version of me.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
ごきげんよう。
The battle starts in 5.
You can't watch anything to do with fantasy. What the fuck is that?
Do is capture the mission
Were you
area.
just talking about Berserk?
さようなら。
What do you mean?
The enemy has arrived. Step aside.
Might have been able to get out. But
Getting harder than ever. Sayonara. What a disgrace.
oh, he's full HP. That's different because it's animated. It's weird. Like my brother can't watch anything that's animated, but he can watch Disney movies.
Help get that vehicle to its
They
destination.
can't watch like anime. Some people are weird. I don't know what it's like being trapped in a bubble where you, like certain formats of entertainment. I'll do like watch anything. Plays. It doesn't fucking matter. It's good. It usually translates.
Sayonara. The oceans have spawned new foes.
Dude, I just got fucking hit in the air. Dude, that has such a gigantic fucking hitbox on it.
My step
God.
aside.
Has called us to action.
Need some help.
Just RNG'd me.
I am ready to put on a show. You're halfway there. Keep going.
Bright like a star. I have found more lost souls.
Your day ends, demon.
Armed and dangerous!
Grave mistake. This will do nicely.
Honda has called us to action. We
That's
shall
better.
answer. Your time has passed.
The great snake still hungers, it seems.
Some assistance, please.
Sayonara.
Double KO.
I unleash the Ashanti's power.
point. Keep up the momentum. Wow, 4 in a row.
Step aside.
That's amazing.
Hitting harder than ever.
6 in a row. Way to go.
Okay. Oh god. Now if only my shots and shit registered more often, guys.
Let me help.
Like we'd be like literally top leaderboard shit. But it's not.
Step aside.
DDA, EOMM, whatever the fuck it is clearly
Don't let
gimping.
anything stand in your way. Friends, gather around.
We will make Wakanda proud. Step aside. Out of sight. What a disgrace.
And we got lanterns.
Your wings. Step aside.
That was accident. I just accidentally killed him.
That's better.
Bright like a star.
I'll take it.
You're mine. At least you are truly
Ignoring me now.
Mantis.
Morale, guys, plays a lot in video games, just in general. It completely changes how people operate around you.
Dangerous! Again!
The great snake still hungers, it seems. We could cause great destruction here. Here they come.
Wait, are you dead? He didn't have his passive up.
So close. This is your big chance. I am ready to put on a show. Double KO.
Sayonara. Step aside.
Rise, my friends.
No, below 50% HP. You're fine. Is he just in my circle, sitting there, cloaked? He was, wasn't he? You don't play against that many Lokis, so you don't realize when they're fucking doing shit like that. I thought he ran away, but he didn't. Because I could have ended my ult early and dashed away, and he probably wouldn't have been able to time it.
Bright like a star.
Out of sight. My blade seems sharper. You're mine.
Double KO.
Alright.
The great.
Another epic victory.
And then just like that, we do 5 bajillion damage. Normalized 16 killing blows. Pretty good.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
My order
Pretty
checks
good.
sharp. My mind is sharper.
Happy Thursday, guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful morning.
It appears some timelines feature a
Asgard has
very...
been invaded
30
yet
seconds
again.
before you attack.
But as
Get
always,
ready.
nobody shall prevail.
I feel
Most
something
insecure
familiar.
place in the planet, or actually the universe.
So, we have walked the same path.
Assassins like us belong to a pre-exclusive club.
Watching, you know, talking about pyramid tubes. I know maybe if I talked about the beginning,
Yokai?
but talking about pyramid tubes. I was watching a show, or it's not really a documentary because it's just a random YouTuber. Who basically interviewed a person that was working in Egypt for
Help get that
an
missile to its
Egyptologist,
destination.
but not an Egyptian. Forgot what his name is. Pretty prolific guy.
The enemy has arrived.
He's talking about basically all the evidence that they have that there's a subterranean complex underneath the Egyptian plateau,
The king of the sea.
the Giza Plateau. The Giza Plateau, and like it's at this point, like they have so much shit that they just like wall off, block, and like bulldoze,
I'm back.
and it's pretty clear that they know it's there, but they really don't like. They don't want to talk about it. It's fucking weird. Unless you're trying. No, I did actually. I think I hinted on it.
What a difference.
Like they have a reverse engineering program there. Probably a reverse engineering program there.
Out of sight.
The king of the seas has called forth his own army.
Step aside. Mind over matter.
Oh my god, prompted.
I am ready to push.
Double prompted. Let's see.
Step aside. Out of sight.
Like it's pretty clear that there's something going on under the Giza Plateau that is there, but they don't talk about it at all, and they basically won't even excavate it. I'll publicly excavate it. I don't know what their names are. I was trying to remember the guy's name. It's a 4-part series on YouTube. It came out 9 months ago.
Farewell.
What was the name of it? You probably could find all 4 videos if you look for it. But the guy that he like interviewed, it's not the YouTuber itself, but the guy he interviewed, very knowledgeable. Some of it sounded like it's bullshit, but other parts is definitely not bullshit. That's kind of the way it goes with UAPs and NHIs and all the weird shit going on in general.
My favorite time!
So one the last video to watch on my playlist. They're like an hour long, so they aren't short. Each one of them was like an hour and 10 minutes.
There. Don't turn back now.
And this guy's literally complaining after holding us for like the last 5 minutes. I don't know what the fuck these guys are talking about.
Endless battle means ever increasing hell. Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Farewell.
Double O. Not sure how it didn't kill him just now.
Armed and dangerous!
Out of sight.
Again!
The sea kings at Yokai are vanquished.
Again!
Oh, he has a blue thing. That's gone though.
Out of sight.
If only headshots reliably counted.
Out of sight.
Doing major damage.
Denizens of the deep. You're halfway there. Keep going.
Farewell. Step aside. This will do nicely.
Wait. You gotta be fucking kidding me. No one's. Why the fuck is no one here? How the fuck am I shooting through her? What the fuck is going on here? Fuck you, Sil. Oh, we're dead to this stupid octopi. There's no one here on our team. Dude, I'm just fucking shooting through her. The fuck is that?
Get that vehicle moving again.
I have reawakened.
We must get to the World Tree at once.
Step aside.
Yeah, even the fucking healer noticed the fuck was going on there. It's good old DDA shit, guys.
I require some
Fucking crazy. That was like a 30-second battle of me literally fucking shooting through that guy and not doing the right amount of damage to him. That's crazy. It's not like one-off. It's not like normal netcode. It has to be fucking rigged.
Step aside. Do not hurt. I need time to heal.
Guess we got blue here, don't we?
You're mine.
They got me.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Like literally fucking shooting through the Luna guys right in front of me and just doing 0 damage. Makes no fucking sense.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Even the other person, that's rare by the way, even the person I'm playing against noticed that they should be dead, but they weren't.
The enemy has arrived. Farewell. What a difference.
And remember, there's a back way out here, isn't there?
Step aside.
Yeah, back stairwell. We forgot about that. Hey guys.
I am ready to put on a show.
Let's see.
Step aside. This will do nicely. Healing magic.
How is she not dead again? Dude, like the fucking ridiculous.
Get that vehicle moving again.
I'm back. Mind, body, and soul.
Our progress is too slow.
Step aside.
She should have been dead again. Literally the back of the cranium. Not moving. Just fine. It's only the Luna. Actually, no. It might be the Poseidon, too. Name more. I don't know if you got an Agani.
Farewell. Step aside.
Us against the world.
It's over.
Like, look at that. No, Namor's even fine. Just the fucking Luna. But fucking NetEase, this is comical shit. Fix your fucking game. Although at this point it seems intentional. There's clearly, like, the people I'm playing against know that something's broken. Fucking insane.
Only 60 seconds left.
Armed and dangerous!
Second chance is over.
Another epic victory.
Even the Luna noticed something was fucked up. Yeah. That easy doesn't make sense. Fix it. What's going on? Okay. Let me see. I can find the name of the series. Like I said, I was just watching it off stream because of the pyramid tube thing, and just kind of got curious in why they haven't explored things more, and then kind of figured out that they just probably have, and they just, according to the video they have, it's just they don't tell people about it, which is also very weird considering 50% of the GDP of Egypt is from tourism, guys. So why wouldn't they want more attractions for more tourists? The only possible answer I can come up with as to why that would be is because it actually presents some sort of huge advantage that would offset 50% of their GDP. Which, if that's the case, that means we're talking like military or maybe power generation, as some people theorize the pyramids were used for power generation. So they're probably trying to reverse engineer whatever they have in Egypt, which is pretty clearly something because they don't want anyone knowing about it. What's the name of the series here? So you can watch it. Trevor Grossi, The Secret Underworld of Giza. And it's a 4-part series. They do a lot of story time in it too, where they just don't really show anything of interest, but they do have some media in terms of video and photos too of what they're talking about, so it's not complete bullshit. And the guy that they interview basically did ground-penetrating radar of the almost entire Giza plateau, which is pretty insane. And he gave it definitely Egypt has it. They don't. He's talking about it, and he mentioned that they literally found what they thought was literally a great place. That there's something there, and they went and told them, and they decided that they're gonna dig, and they dug everywhere except for where they said that they're supposed to dig, which is fucking hilarious. Like 7 different places except for the place where they mentioned they're supposed to be digging, which is pretty insane. But yeah, it's called, it's by Trevor Grossi, The Secret Underworld of Giza, and it's a 4-part series, about 1.5 hours per video, 1 hour and 10 minutes per video. Yeah, and like after watching it, I was kind of curious because I started looking at the Well of Osiris because according to the 4-hour seminar from the Italian guys that did, it's not SAR, they use basically a modified version of SAR. Using a modified version of SAR, they figured out where basically there's a bunch of underground shit, and part of it connects up with the Well of Osiris, so I looked at that, I was like, why, is there just nothing on that? And no, they actually did it, but then like 2 of the entrances in it, they basically blocked off. Yeah, like with actual legitimate blocks, which is kind of crazy. And that led me to the Trevor Grossi video, in which basically they talked about them basically knowing that something's there, they just don't they just don't do anything publicly, I guess. There's no way that they literally have that and no one over there decided that they aren't going to dig a hole. So with all the weird shit that's going on there. It's not like people didn't tell them. It's not like the ground penetrating radar isn't like conspiracy theory bullshit. They literally, it's actually like they can actually go around and take pictures of the ground is essentially what it comes down to. And they definitely found stuff because they showed it on the Trevor Grossi video, and Egypt definitely has it. They just don't do anything with it, which also is really fucking weird. So another conspiracy is like, I think who said that when they're on, I think it was at one of the UAP congressional hearings, I think it was David Grush, said that basically other governments also have their own reverse engineering programs. It's not just the US government, which, it sounds kind of bullshit. And then you see the fucking what they're doing in Egypt, and you're like, huh, like, it might not even be anything, but they clearly aren't doing something, so that means something, right? Like, it's not the opposite. It's not them not finding anything. That's the opposite of that. They just don't even look. They don't even want to look, which is interesting to say the least. Very, very interesting. But a lot of crazy shit, guys. A lot of really weird, crazy shit is happening right now, and politics are the least interesting of what's going on. And the whole Pyramid Tube video. Then it wasn't just that. Then I looked at the Mr. Beast video, because there's one from a month ago in February, prior to this even coming out. There's one in February where Mr. Beast visited the Giza Plateau, and basically got a curated tour, right, where he could go to places that no one else can see. And in the video, he basically went to like cherry-picked areas in which they could disprove. Like it reminded me of kind of like a political tour where the tour guides were intentionally leading them to scenarios to debunk conspiracy theory stuff. Like they thought that it would make things like less, like people would be less interested if they debunked it, right? So they visited like a hole on the side of the Sphinx, which clearly there's, according to the video that I watched once again the other night, there's actually 6 entrances to the Sphinx. Yeah, and they showed them one. And they went, look, there's nothing here. And it was like a dirt hole on the side. Look, there's nothing here. And yeah, sure. All right. There's like, it's not just like one thing either. It's not like just one spot or one, there's so many coincidences and weird things that happen that it's just like you can't not just look for stuff, and they publicly don't, which is insane. Which lends more credence to the fact that there probably is just a bunch of reverse engineering programs going on by governments. As I mentioned before, it would be absolutely hilarious if Egypt becomes the most technologically advanced country on the planet, just out of nowhere. That would be insane. But from what it seems like, there definitely seems to be something going on there, and I don't think this has anything to do with religion. It is technology related. So, fucking crazy shit, guys. And the weird thing is, like the main guy that actually was Zoe Hawass, I think his name is like the main Egyptologist in Egypt. And he went from like 20 years ago talking about how there's an underground structure in the Giza Plateau, like a bunch of different quotes on it, to him basically saying there's nothing there. Yeah, like literally, and he's the main head of Egyptology in Egypt, I believe, for the pyramids. Yeah, crazy. Like you wouldn't believe it unless it happened, sort of thing. But okay. Enough of that, guys. Conspiracy theory, like, those videos were very interesting. I'd highly suggest you guys watch them. The underground, it was a sinkered underground structure in Egypt. I forgot the name of the video already. It's on my watch list right now. Very curious. And like I said, it's not really even kind of like, unsubstantiated. They have a lot of photos and putting aside story time, lots of photos and videos in it. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Well, I'm out here for this morning, guys. Tonight will be more Rivals and fucking around with DDA. Isn't it crazy, guys, when it turns off? Upsy doodle, and then you just kill everyone. Yeah. Was it that one? Where's the one? Oh, right here. We got 25 KBs. 21. Whoopsie doodle. Okay. We're going to call things, guys. If you are new to streaming and you enjoyed the bullshit, make sure to follow button on your select platform. We stream to Kick, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Trovo, as well as TikTok every day from late night to early morning, GMT-6, so late night North America time. You We stream for about 4 to 5 hours, give or take, depends on my life, what's happening, etc., etc., guys. It will vary. I do need to reset my sleep schedule and my stream schedule, but we have not reached that point. But we're going to call things here for this morning, guys. I am out of here. Thanks for watching my streams as always, and I hope you guys have a wonderfully fantastic Thursday morning. Have a good day, guys.